What do you want?
The views and opinions expressed in the following podcast do not necessarily reflect those of the DVM production empire. That's how you know it's good.
You're listening to the DVM production empire. Packed with content, millions of downloads, taking the world by force. Join the empire today at dvmpe.com.
Groovy.
Previously on The Young and the Stupid.
Beauregard, you've returned with illegal pineapples.
Yeah, and so what? What are you going to do about it?
I'm going to call the constable and let him know that you've also been dealing in meth.
The constable's dead, you see, and if you don't wise up, you'll be dead too.
Oh, Beauregard, what happened to you? You used to be so nice until you got hooked on the Titty whiskey.
Shut your mouth and kiss me, dame.
What?
Come here.
No.
Ma.
What? Ah! Beauregard! Is that... You know, Beauregard never kissed me like that.
Ha ha. That's because I'm not Beauregard. I'm not Beauregard.
What's going on, Empire? You're listening to Stupids Talking Stupids on the DVM Production Empire. I'm Patrick.
And I'm Bear. And we are the stupid, so you don't have to.
And with us tonight is our good friend Steven Sledzinski.
Oh, what's up?
Good friend.
That was good. That was a good start. Oh, what's up?
Yeah, it's me. Hey, guys.
He didn't wave.
No, he did not wave.
So we got one person that's waved twice and two people that didn't wave at all.
I was going
That's
to
right.
ask, where's the camera? Where should I be looking?
Just straight ahead.
Straight
It's
ahead.
it's actually in the
Whole time.
bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
It's better when you sit down too, so if you can
Oh, sure.
not block the shot.
Oh, for sure.
So-
The
I
blocking
heard-
is real important.
Most definitely.
I heard we put one of our listeners in danger, and I have to say we have to add a new feature. Deb was on the road
Yeah.
and was listening to us and did not realize that there was a huge traffic jam / accident ahead. And so she got stuck in it because she didn't know to go around it because there's no traffic. Like, we don't have traffic updates. So we have to do a traffic update for her.
Watch out for that silver Lexus.
There's
She is drunk.
a possibility that there's traffic.
Cars to your left, cars to your right.
Here I am. Carpooling middle with you.
So there you go. That's the traffic.
Weather.
Report.
Just kind of look outside, and it's that.
The temperature? 2.
No?
Yeah. It's at least 2 degrees.
At least 2. Okay, I can agree with that. Are you talking Celsius or Fahrenheit, though?
Or Kelvin.
Both.
Kelvin?
3.
30?
3?
2, 3.
2, 3. 33?
23 or 2.
Watch out for that car.
Man.
Yep, Steven's here with us for his first time on Stupid Talking Stupid.
Hopefully not the last.
Well, we'll see how you do.
Okay.
That intro.
Killed it.
People are going to want more Beauregard.
Or
Beauregard? maybe?
yeah, or both for both regard.
Both regards.
These are hello. This is my friend. Both regards. I'm sorry. What'd you say? He's got an accent. I can't understand
He's
it.
from South. I don't know.
A little schizophrenic, maybe.
2.
Which are the both regards? Oh, there's with, and then there's
In.
in. Yeah. So, hello. I'm within regards.
Oh, both regard.
Ooh, yes. I'm within the containment field of both of them.
Oh, my goodness.
The whole spectrum of
We'd have
regards.
both regards here. I thought maybe one of them.
No,
But to have both.
the twins. They're fraternal,
They're fraternal.
Oh.
and one was adopted.
Oh.
How does that work? That one looks like him.
Oh, put a wig on that girl. Yeah, it looks like him.
It looks just like him.
Called you a girl.
My pretty girl?
No.
In one regard.
There
With regards, no.
Most indubitably. So, guess what happened?
What?
What?
Another all-international stupid.
Yes.
Tell me more.
Not the worst. Not the worst.
Yeah. So we're going to start off with quite possibly the boldest stance you could take as the president of a country. You guys know the president of Iceland?
Not personally.
I play golf with him.
Do you know his name?
Mr. President.
Oh,
Yes. We're formal.
that's his name. That's the end of the story.
Like Bjord or some shit.
No, but it's Gudny
Love it.
Thorlacius Johannesson. His middle name is Thorlacius.
His whole name is 1 million points in Scrabble.
Very impressive. Can you say it all together just one more time?
Gudny Thorlacius Johannesson.
Oh, yeah.
It's like Thorlacious. It's like if Thor were a black woman.
I'm just going to try to give a compliment to
It's
someone.
fine.
Like, you look Thorlacious
You
today.
look, I have to tell you, you look
You're gonna
Thorlacious.
see someone with a hammer and have the wind blowing on. Man, you look Thorlacious right now.
Oh my god.
Like you think you'd be Thorlacious, but Thorlacious.
Thorlacious.
It's a masculine verb. But yeah,
Johansson.
President Thorlacious at
Hey, isn't he President Goodley?
Gudny.
Good knee.
Good
Some people go by their middle name.
Bad knee. Who goes by their middle name?
President Thorlacious. Because that's the only name I can say. That's the only name I want to say.
Right. No, yeah, you're right. You wouldn't want to.
His name could
I think
be
his friends call him Thor for short.
or Lacious.
Lacious.
Or
What up,
Shish.
Lacious?
Yo, Lacious.
How you trying to Lacious up your life today?
President Lacious.
So, President Thorlacious at a high school in northern Iceland, a town of
That's a good part of Iceland.
Akureyri.
A Keurig?
I don't know, but there's
He's having
18
coffee.
vowels
Okay.
and 2 consonants.
And,
it
they have
sounds
those
like-
2 little dots over there.
No,
No.
Umlaut, I believe.
it just looks like, I don't know. It's like, how can we get every
It looks
vowel
like something.
in one word?
It looks like a bureau that you'd buy at IKEA.
That's just ignorant. And President Thorlacious is coming after you.
Bring it.
So he was talking to kids at the high school, and when it got to the Q&A section, they were asking him some things, just whatever. And one of the questions was, how do you feel about pineapple on a pizza? Now, let me go ahead and cut away from the story for a personal poll. Steven, how do you feel about pineapple on a pizza?
All right, so I can't just give a simple answer to this because up until recently, like within 9 months, I was deathly allergic to pineapple. So I couldn't.
Within 9 months? That sounds like a baby came along.
Yeah, pretty much a baby of happiness that allowed pineapple back into my life. So your taste buds and your allergies, they change
Yes.
every 7 years. Like your whole body kind of goes through a whole thing.
And yet you still have that face.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's great.
I wish you guys
Got
could
lucky.
see it. It looks like Steven. It's very Thorlacious. There it is.
So because of that, I've been binging on pineapple. So I'm a big fan of it right now.
So just anything pineapple or pineapple by itself? Like
Yeah, I'm even fine with that. Honestly, for the first 2 weeks, I had a full pineapple every day.
See,
Okay, hold the fuck on.
Okay.
How did you figure out?
Okay, so you have to go in and get tested, obviously. And they give you a scale of 1 to 5. 5 being you'd be dead in 20 minutes. 1 being
like
you
Jack
might be
Baker and milk.
It might be
Okay.
a little itchy or something. And so I got retested and it came up as a 2. And so for the first few times I ate pineapple, my throat was a little itchy, but totally doable.
But did your doctor have pineapple there?
No, they tested in little prick tests. It's they kind of prick your skin with the essence.
you ever
Was
see,
it a pineapple needle?
Like a grid on someone's arm or back with a bunch of little dots on it, because they'll poke you with a ton of different things to see what you're allergic to. Because if you're constantly feeling like you're having issues, and they're like, okay, we'll take a Benadryl, or they'll try to narrow it down what the hell it is.
Yeah.
It gets to a point where they'll start testing for every individual food.
I know, but so does the needle have essence of pineapple on it?
Yeah.
Yes,
That's crazy.
it's kind of fun. You want to go do it sometime?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Well,
What if you had to do it before you can go on a Disney cruise?
How dare you? Then I will do it. Then I
really
will
wanna
do
go
it.
on
That's
a
like
Disney
No,
that's
because
like
I was
50
allergic-
different needles.
I was allergic to shrimp for a long time, and then I wasn't
still am.
anymore. It had
So you
been.
can't have a shrimp pineapple pizza.
Is that a thing? Do people put shrimp on a
Yeah, sure.
pizza? Oh.
People
People put pineapple on it. To answer your
hold on. I didn't ask. I didn't ask
Okay.
you a question. I asked Steven a question.
Okay.
Yo, what's up?
So you best not be answering Steven's question. So have you had pineapple on a pizza?
4.
Mm-hmm.
And you enjoyed it? Did you just you had? Was it the Canadian bacon pineapple?
I tried that as well. I've actually been a big fan of just like the bacon and some jalapenos and pineapple with maybe a barbecue sauce. I'm a fan of that.
I mean, that sounds pretty decent.
Put that in my mouth, chew it up, swallow it,
Digest it,
if I will.
even if you won't. Patrick, how do you feel about pineapple on a pizza?
Hang on, I gotta scoop back up towards my microphone because I've been asked a question now. Fuck that.
Yeah.
No, not a fan. Keep your fruit off my pizza.
It's fun. It tastes
Stop
good.
it.
It tastes good.
No.
You're a person that likes a lot of meat on their pizza, though.
I like a lot of meat, period.
I hear ya. I'm not a huge fan of meat on pizza.
Well, I just don't know you then.
I like vegetables.
Tomatoes.
Yeah, in sauce and cut form.
Okay.
I'm down. I do like thicker pizzas, though. I hate really thin crust.
Yeah, I can't do the Rosati's like saltine cracker pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can't
but
stand
like the deep dish pizza, like a deep dish spinach pizza, that right there's good. Or a sausage one.
See, a stuffed pizza, though, I don't think would be good with pineapple. I don't think that would work. I think it's got to be like a double dough or like something you kind of pick up and eat. Not something you eat with a fork and knife.
Okay. Well,
I was gonna say, what was Throlacious's answer?
he said
You shot the kid. Right there.
Right then and there.
he practically should have,
Take him away.
because he was.
What's an Icelandic accent? I don't know if you can.
I don't know.
You should probably
Is
try it
Bjork
right now.
From
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like this, right now? Yeah. It's like a boop a doop a doo doo. You know how Bjork.
Hold that thought. Anyway, go ahead, Bear.
No, I want to hear more from Bjork.
Excuse me, President Thracious.
Oh, yes.
First off, awesome middle name, I have to say.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Second off, how do you feel about pineapple on pizza?
Well, a little boy, I find it very interesting that you do not have a Icelandic accent in Iceland.
I just moved here.
Oh, welcome to my country. I am not a fan of the pineapple pizza.
I'm sorry, the what?
The pineapple pizza. Not a fan of it at all.
Wait, what?
Have you listened to Bjork since you got here?
You know what? It was in the Welcome to Iceland kit. I just haven't got a chance
Fantastic.
to
If
put
you
it. I don't own a CD player, and they gave me a CD.
I'll borrow my Walkman. It's okay.
Oh, okay. Thank you, President Thracious.
So yeah, he was firmly opposed to it, and then he doubled down and said, if he had the power to make it a law, he would make it illegal to put pineapple on pizza in Iceland.
Well, wait a minute.
I think
doesn't he have the power though?
He doesn't.
He's the president.
But he doesn't have the power to make that law.
I was going to say, I think
In
the
Icelandic,
past litigation, like the past legislation issues that we've encountered on this show, I thought that pineapple on pizza could be one of them. I mean, last week they didn't want to like fun. Did you listen to last week's show?
I listen to every week's show because this is the greatest podcast ever.
you know, when I sent out the invitation for people to like this page on Facebook, I sent it to him the day I created the page. He did it like 4 hours ago.
Yeah, I know. That's why he's like, "Oh yeah, I listened to it." I'm like, "Eh."
I've listened to a total, I think, of 4 or 5 episodes.
Hey, that's
Well,
fine.
Last week it was that no money could go to like the hunting of Bigfoot.
Yes, I did listen to that because I thought that was very funny.
What was your favorite part of it?
That when I learned that
Answer as President Thracious while eating a peanut butter sandwich.
Oh, no, no.
It's Swedish Chef. Yeah, so he said he would ban it if he had the ability to pass the law for it.
That's excessive.
It is
You
excessive.
just need to say no.
Oh, my favorite part from last week. Yeah, it was the list of other fictitious creatures. Because I got them all right. Except for one.
Oh.
I did not guess Pokemon.
Yeah, they threw that in there for fun.
That was
The fun one, because all the other ones were serious.
But the whole time it was going out, I was like, it's going to be something stupid. Like, they're going to say Yeti and the Abominable Snowman
Yeah.
and all that. I'm like, I don't know. It's fine.
Same thing.
Relatively. I mean, if you want me to break it down, I can.
I don't.
Okay.
Were you gonna wait? Hold on. Were you gonna break it down in points, or were you gonna break it down? Break it down.
And if you are going to if you're going to break it down in points, you have to do it as President Thoratius.
We can move on then.
Okay. In fact, I think you should do the rest of the show as President Thoratius. I don't know if that would get annoying.
Well, Steven, thanks for showing up. You could just go ahead and give President Thoratius your mic.
Oh, thanks, guys.
So, there was a Change.org petition made calling for the president's resignation over his, quote, extreme views.
Wow.
What?
Do you know how many people signed it? Well, first, do you know how many people live in Iceland?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
335,000.
Oh, God, I would have said 1 million people.
Yeah, you'd been way off.
Yeah. 335,000. Okay, so I'm going to say 300 people signed it.
I'm going to say closer to like 1,500. Oh, wait, are we playing by Price is Right rules?
I'm going to go ahead and say whoever gets closer, regardless.
Oh, okay.
Bo, regardless.
Both regardless.
Well, in that case, yeah.
With
1,500.
regardless.
Okay, you were way off.
Oh,
It was 82.
my bad. I was going to
Yes.
guess 1. You know, I love Price is Right rules.
That's
That
that's
guy.
specifically why I didn't say that, because it's like, oh wait, he gave a real answer. 1. No, 82 people, which
Took the time.
I did the math.
And hate pineapple, apparently.
It's 0.00024% of the population,
Wow.
which, to give you an idea, for the U.S., that'd be an equivalent of 77,902 people.
Wow.
With nothing to do.
Do you know
That's a lot of people.
this city with almost nearly exactly 77,902? So imagine the same equivalent to how many people signed this petition in Iceland. This entire town. I'll give you a hint. We talk about the state a lot on this.
Oh, Florida.
No.
No?
Well, that's not a town.
No, I know.
Well,
what
but
you're
I'm
saying?
not-
well, I'm trying to narrow it down.
yeah, I'm aware that Florida's not a town.
Although there's probably like a Florida city, like Florida City, Indiana.
Don't you feel stupid?
You know, like Miami of Ohio.
dare you
I'm
come
going to
on
say
my show.
Ohio, because you just said it. So I think
No.
it was a slip.
Why would I give that up? It's actually Alabama.
Alabama.
Mm-hmm. Good old touching children, Alabama.
Oh.
In Tuscaloosa City,
Oh,
Oh.
Tuscaloosa City.
77,906. So 4 people off of the exact number. So imagine the entire city of Tuscaloosa City. You imagining it? Imagine it.
I am
Tuscaloosa
good.
City, Alabama. Just like, get!
One of my favorite Groucho Marx routines.
The get routine?
No, where he said that we were in Africa hunting for ivory, but it's too difficult to remove, so we're going to Alabama with the Tuscaloosa.
Ha.
Okay, I'm glad.
You don't know who Groucho Marx is, do you?
I don't know what ivory is. So joke's on you.
I
We got the president of Thoratius in here.
You know that song Ebony and Ivory? I just
I
don't
don't
know what it's
understand
about.
it.
I know half of it.
Poaching?
It's like
Is it about
if
poaching?
it's like when you listen
It
to
is.
99 Luftballons, you're like, well, I know some of I know the
I know
chorus.
99 and I know balloons, but why are they left?
Just that's how they are. Things will never change.
That was Loof.
Luft balloons.
Luft. I think it's, yeah.
99 cent Luft balloon. Thoratius.
You just So he had a President Thoraliciousness. He had to make a statement. He had to address the controversial
You
view.
have to apologize.
He made a statement. I like pineapple.
No. Have him read it.
I'm sorry. I almost did this wrong. The middle part that looks like a quote.
Yeah, I can read.
Can you?
Can you?
I like pineapples, just not on pizza. I do not have the power to make laws which forbid the people to put the pizza on the pineapples, or vice versa. I'm glad that I do not hold such power. President should not have unlimited power. I would not hold this position if I could pass laws forbidding that which I don't like. I would not like to live in such a country. For pizzas, I recommend seafood. What?
Yes.
That's
You
weird.
you asked earlier if anyone put shrimp, and this dude is like, yeah, fuck pineapples, put shrimp on it.
That's crazy.
As he is the anti-Steven,
Oh my gosh.
which is so weird that you guys sound alike.
No,
Right.
That's bizarre.
I'm gonna. Okay. Go
Shrimp.
ahead.
Are you going to play the national anthem of Iceland over the back of that?
Close. I'm gonna find some Bjork music to put underneath that.
Yeah, that's what I said. Isn't it?
Yep. One of my favorite Bjork videos is her showing people her television. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but she opens it up and she refers to it as a city, and she's just talking about all the little people that live inside of her television to make it work.
There was a great show on MTV called Syphil and Ollie.
I thought you were just going to say syphilis.
No,
Syphil. I'm like, here it goes.
Syphilis, the show. No, Syphil and Ollie. It was a sock puppet show.
Oh, nice.
And they used to do a thing called Rock Facts, and then at some point in time, somebody would mention Bjork, and Ollie would be like, "No, it wasn't. Bjork is above us. You do not talk about her." It was great. She's got a great song. One song I don't know what it's called. I'll play it for you.
Oh,
later,
it sounds so great.
Yeah, Bjork's
But
great. I
it's
think we all
got
can
a really
agree.
good song. No. Some of her shit's a little.
I don't know. Bjork is pretty revolutionary.
Didn't she wear like a duck to a show?
It was a swan. How dare you?
The most noble of birds.
You eat a duck. You wear a swan. Hello.
Well,
It's like he's never been to Easter.
Either way, she looked positively thracious.
So yeah, he has a President Thorliciousness has a 97% approval rating
Nice.
because he has
3% are like
pledged
no.
to be a less political president than his predecessor. So yeah, he's their president is more of it doesn't really have that much power.
How long is their reign for?
I believe it's 4 years.
4 years?
If that's a scandal, that means jack shit's going on in Iceland right now. If that occupied any news whatsoever, they just clearly don't know how to do presidencies.
I mean, they're probably pretty happy.
Look at that guy.
Oh,
Reporting the news.
oh.
He's super angry. He's like, "Can you believe this? The pineapple pizza." He's the Mario Brothers. Hey, shut up! I caught him.
It's me, Thracious.
So you're pretty good with Icelandic accents. How are you with New Zealand accents?
Oh, I do know the difference.
Okay.
Yes.
Could you maybe picture yourself in New Zealand
Sure.
being a sergeant,
Sergeant?
in their police department?
Ooh.
Oh, God.
Because we're gonna have some questions for you in a minute.
Sure. See, I have a problem, though, getting them and Australian accents confused. And the Kiwis get really pissed off when you try to...
Well, we have an avid Australian listener.
Well, he's probably gonna... He probably won't get pissed off, because I'll probably end up doing an Australian accent.
He's probably gonna laugh harder than anyone at this because of how bad this is gonna be.
Fantastic. And when I say Australian, it's probably going to be British. And by that, I mean I'm going to use my normal voice now.
You guys know that New Zealand Connecticut accent?
That's right.
It's very proper. So there's a problem going on in New Zealand. A lot of thefts going on.
Oh,
A
no.
lot of fires, too, recently.
I don't care.
Okay.
That's real news. We're covering bullshit news.
Oh, my mistake.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Again, the traffic is that car is still on your left. You cannot switch lanes.
And the weather is still there.
Yeah. Again,
Time is what it says on your clock.
but don't look at it.
You're driving.
So New Zealand, there's this crime wave going on. Officers in the North Island region of Hawke's Bay found more than 300 stolen outdoor ornaments at one person's property. By outdoor ornaments, I mean garden gnomes.
I
That's
love
not fun.
garden gnomes.
I do, too. I'm a fan. I would never put them outside my house. To me, they're indoor decorations, but
They are exclusively made for outdoors, though.
I have a story.
I push against those.
Hold on.
ideals.
Before we get into your story, what is your deal with indoor only? Like, are you? It's not like an indoor cat versus an outdoor cat. This is an outside item. It's like putting a basketball hoop indoors. Like, oh, look at this guy's so
People do
rich.
that. Yeah, exactly. Maybe people think I'm really wealthy. They come into my
Oh, he's got that indoor gnome money.
God.
no.
Not the indoor gnome money.
Have you been to
He's doing very well. I think he's doing
Patrick,
very well.
have you been to Steven's estates?
I have been.
On the second floor, across the hall from his neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
If you look down at the door, there's nothing. But when you get inside,
So many gnomes.
there's like 3 gnomes on the left, and then there's gnomes up on the shelf. Like, they're not just on the ground.
They're not elves on the shelves. They're gnomes on a shelf.
Mm-hmm.
Gnomes are Gnomes are like serious business to gnome enthusiasts.
Mm-hmm.
They firmly believe that those things like come to life at night.
Yes, and there's some people that believe in this whole gnome world order thing. I have two friends that were very obsessed with gnomes for quite some time.
The Gnome World
Yes,
Order?
it is a thing.
GWO.
People think
Please
that
tell me
gnomes
more.
are out there.
Because they're gonna glow up.
I've seen a video, a fairly convincing video that people have too much time on their hands, but it looks.
What do you
like
think
a
this
real
show's
gnome.
about, man?
I was just passing through, quite honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been a gnome person, but if that's your thing, I guess. Why would you keep it inside, though?
I have one that I made and one that was given to me as a gift
Now, when you say made, you mean like you actually molded it and fired it?
out of clay. Yeah.
Nice. Or it's not just one of those where they give you a blank one and you're like, all right, paint this.
It was out of clay. It was for a project I was supposed to do off of I think the Lion Witch in the Wardrobe, which turns people into stone and stuff.
Okay.
And I did a gnome petrified. It was all.
Oh, so he was scared?
Yeah, he was like doing one of the O faces, like oh, right before he got turned to stone.
That is interesting.
Is it?
I guess I've never made something out of clay like that, other than like a terrible bowl or an ashtray. I made it.
Those are useful.
I guess.
So, a lot of people they name their gnomes. They have garden gnome information. Just say gnome.
Is there like a dating app for people with their like gnome?
No,
like,
but there could be.
And then like they pick one woman to be in charge of it, and she's misnomer. I don't know what a misnomer is. I just know it's a thing. But yeah,
they. Sometimes gnomes were said to have magical powers.
Sometimes
obviously
there were some normal ones that just didn't do anything.
Dude, I don't want.
This is Frank. He's
like, what?
a drinking problem.
I don't want to be a magic gnome. I just want to be a regular gnome.
You're gonna be what I tell you to be, damn it, son. You're gonna grow up and grant wishes.
do it.
If we're not careful, we'll accidentally write a movie for Disney, and then they'll
Right.
have to send us on that ground.
Damn it.
So
Crazy.
there's a young gnome that doesn't want to grow up to haunt the yard. And his parents say, "You're gonna haunt this yard like your father before you, and my father before me, and his father before him."
But then he meets a boy that changes his life forever.
Because he puts him in his butt.
He can't go back.
Yeah.
Once you get put up the butt, you just no turning back.
I can't look you in the face. Why, Dad? Because it's covered in poo.
There's a group out there that wants to liberate garden gnomes because they feel that they are being
Well, you could say that this is
oppressive. Stop oppressive gardening.
You could say that this is people liberating gnomes.
What kind of methods are they using?
It's funny that you say meth.
I know.
Because people are stealing gnomes and other various lawn decorations to fund their meth habits.
Oh.
Sergeant Cam Donison has said that the missing gnomes are usually a result of drunken hijinks or youngsters pulling a prank. But this is an organized operation, and it seems that, he says, it seems to be the fashion at the moment. They're taking these items to hawk off for meth, for methamphetamine. It's all meth-driven. Such items can be easily sold to raise money as much as 300 New Zealand dollars.
Which is like...
215 American dollars.
I was going to do the math. I knew that.
No, you didn't.
I have some friends in New Zealand.
Well,
And you don't know what they sound like?
We're not great friends.
We're internet friends.
I've never spoken to them.
We spent 2 weeks together, and that was it.
So yeah, one of the things they've taken gnomes. Sorry, let me go back. So this was all found on one property, and the whole reason this was found on this one property is because this person has failed to pay their power bills, and the company was there to cut it off. And then they saw all the
power.
So are the...
Yeah,
It's not really just like an excessive force, power company. Give it to me.
So is the...
I'm cutting it
is
off.
the guy or
Oh, hey.
the person that owns that house that has all those lawn ornaments now. Were they the dealer of the meth?
I don't know.
People trying to get meth?
It makes me think that there's this one old lady dealing meth.
So were they shipping the
Except
meth?
And
them
yeah,
sell
like
money.
yeah, so it's like if you give me a gnome, I'll give you a hit, dear. And then it comes time to pay her bills, and she's like, "I can give you 4 gnomes." They're like, "Man, we need money."
Yeah.
Well, I'm fucked. Yeah, just like how this person's not paying their bills, but they have an army of garden gnomes, large pots, garden statues, and some ornamental pink flamingos.
Classic.
Like, man, I need to get high. I'm gonna take the neighbor's flamingos. There's a huge resale value.
That's kind of my story.
Well, we need to hear about this.
We had an old lady in Addison who has since passed because I know they sold the house.
That's your son.
And she had literally an army of garden gnomes throughout all of her yard. So we, one night, this is a big deal. We, one night...
Are you confessing to a huge crime right now?
No, because we put them back.
Oh, okay.
So it's not a
No,
crime.
Your Honor,
So
I took the knife out of him.
Right.
I retrieved my bullet from him.
Right. No, we put them back. There was a sign that says, "Please do not steal my gnomes. God is watching."
Oh.
So...
Oh, well, I mean, you have to take them.
Oh, God damn. We took them, and we took the right amount, and we took them
What's the right amount of gnomes to take?
Oh.
one baseball field and 2 benches.
So enough to stock the field with players.
Okay.
And 2 benches, plus an umpire.
And she had some left?
And she had some left.
Oh,
we
my God.
returned them all by the end of the night. But we took photos of them. Someone has them. I don't know who has them. But someone has them. And there was a whole ordeal because we found out later on. So I dated like the daughter of like our chief of police. And we were over there and he asked, he's like, "You guys hear anything about garden gnomes?" I'm like, "What? What are you talking about?" And he's like, "Someone took, Mrs. Langston's garden gnomes away from her house, but they returned them all. But she could tell that they had been disturbed."
Well, she just finally thought they came to life. Like, yeah, she finally got that moment.
Paul!
Yeah.
Paul, it worked!
It's happening.
But yeah, we did an entire baseball field and 2 benches, and we took photos. we put them all back because we knew it was.
How many did you put on each bench?
It was like 5.
Well, that's not enough for a full bench.
Well, for a pickup game.
That's good.
We didn't want to go in the backyard
Oh, okay.
because there were plenty also in the backyard.
There were football teams in the backyard.
Yeah. But that was fun.
So did you try to put them back where you found them, or you just kind of put them all in the yard and just shake and deal?
No, we put them back where we found them.
It's like, okay, red
You
vest.
can tell because there's like, yeah,
Red vest was next to the stairs. Green vest was over by the mailbox.
yeah. We made sure that we were.
That's pretty good for being high on meth, man.
Yeah, I know. Never again.
How many of you were there?
It's like 4 of us.
Did
Wow, you
you
must have been high on meth.
did you load them all into a car? Or did you just hand carry them like?
I had a blue Cavalier station wagon.
Did you do this all in one trip, or did you go back?
No, we did it all in one trip.
Okay, just load it up,
Load them up,
go.
stacked them, made sure to keep them in an order that we could hopefully put them back.
I'm surprised none of them broke.
Yeah,
No, we were super careful.
That's considered.
you're super careful when you
yeah.
steal your neighbor's gnomes and play
Yeah.
baseball with them.
Yeah. Well, no, because like somebody had
Don't
messed,
you mean gnome?
somebody had messed with the gnomes in the past, and it was not good. Like they went hard on them. Because I think
know.
I don't know for a fact, but I think her husband was police, and he had passed away. So the police were like, they took care of it,
okay.
so they knew.
So it wasn't just some crazy old lady talking about her gnomes.
No,
It's
I think her husband was
someone's
police.
messing with.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, we figured we'd get away with it, and we did until now. Now they're going to be rolling up. Tomorrow.
Yeah. What's the statute of limitations on statues?
I think
You know the statutes.
Statues. But yeah, we had enough for the baseball team. And then we were like, don't show anybody those photos. We're going to get in so much trouble.
Yeah, that's one of those stories where, like, you do the thing and then no one talks about it for at least 10 years.
Yep.
And then you can talk about, man, remember the time? Because, like, if you go to school the next day, guess what we did?
We found out the hard way that with parents, there really isn't a statute of limitations on that, because we went to see, we saw Bush at the Mecca in Milwaukee, and we said we were going to the Metro downtown, but instead we drove to Milwaukee. And then later on, I think maybe like 5 years ago, we were drunk at the lake house, and just to get Larry in trouble, I told his parents. And they were visibly upset. And I'm like, can you get grounded at 32? I'm like, because I think you're about to find out if you can get grounded at 32.
So, yeah, there's a whole resale thing going on in New Zealand. I guess they have a limit on how many garden accessories they can physically have there. It's a smaller place.
I think a lot of places do, though. There's like city ordinance for like
like you can't have a shit ton.
No,
of
I just mean like
bright pink for some reason.
There's a billion of them in the U.S., but New Zealand, I can't imagine there's that big of a demand
for garden gnomes.
Yeah, so it's like, when you get them, they're probably super expensive there, like $8 here.
Mm-hmm. Some of them, if they're legitimate, like garden gnomes from like legitimate artists, some of them are worth hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars?
Yeah,
that's absurd.
Well, it's probably like collector's pottery too. At that point, it's art.
I mean, those you would definitely want to keep inside. Then why would you want to keep inside?
So it's just the caliber of gnome. You prefer a high class gnome, as opposed to those gutter trash. Just why don't you just go sleep outside, gnome? I get you. I feel you.
But people love those things.
So speaking of things that people love, boobies.
Oh, nice.
You think, man, you know what'd be great about boobies?
Oh wait, you got to do a traffic check.
Oh, boobies in the silver car, still drunk.
Don't look. You're driving.
Stop following her. Just take a different exit. Like at this point, she thinks you're following her, Deb.
The weather is cold.
I can tell
Possibly.
from your boobies. Yes.
Oh my god.
Not Deb's boobies.
That's terrible.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
Fox listens to this.
Oh god.
You are in trouble.
Right. He'll never find me.
That was President Thorlicious. Just talking about birds. He can tell when the birds are cold. You know, the boobies.
Oh yeah, there's a orange.
Yeah, they migrate.
Blue-footed boobies and red-footed boobies. Saw them with my New Zealand friends.
The titmouse.
Titmouse.
Mm-hmm.
That's
a bird.
Plane? It's a bird.
It's a bird.
Not a mouse.
It's a plane. So, this product, you know how we like our weird ass products. Like I think the last product we talked about was a rock that you can get in a designer leather pouch. I think it was like $50.
I did not listen to that episode.
It was interesting that people paid $50 for a rock in a little leather pouch.
Yeah,
it was
pouch.
Yeah, that's
what
essentially what you're paying
Von
for.
Mar? Or Nordstrom's?
Nordstrom.
Any kind of rock, or was it a
Assholes.
stone? Like, was it a nice polished stone?
It wasn't polished, but it was
it's
smooth.
just rough, yeah.
I guess it was smooth. Yeah.
I don't think it was polished.
Was it like limestone, or was it like
No, it was
granite?
just kind of like a rock.
Well, there's a lot of kinds of rock.
No,
it's like
there's
that,
one.
like that. You know the black rock that if you were like,
Wow.
Slate?
kinda, or if you were to like drop it from and it would break off and to be smooth on the inside.
Sure. I think
No?
so. If you drop it, like, if you drop La Rocks, they'll break.
Okay, well, this is the kind that I'm talking.
What if
like
you drop
rough-
the rock through a Hell in a Cell, through a table, onto a chair,
right through a garden gnome's face?
into the leather pouch? $50.
All right,
That's
I'm
the
sorry.
process.
Makes sense.
Well, this is going to make dollars.
Ooh.
Because we have two gentlemen from Germany who have decided
Yeah.
Germany, yeah.
to become entrepreneurs by combining two things that everyone loves: booze and boobs.
Yes.
Booze and boobs.
Boobs and boobs.
You can buy from this company a rum, a vodka, or a whiskey. And you're thinking, wow, a lot of companies have those. But this is the only place where you can get these specific liquors poured over the breasts of a model. And then they rebottle it and sell it at a higher price than you would pay for a normal rum. Hold on.
Well.
Because when you buy the bottles...
Donation to breast cancer? That would make sense. That would be nice.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna read you the description on the rum. All right, we're gonna get this started with the rum.
Nice German accent.
The G rum #1 is assembled from various very old types of tropical rum. It owes its incomparable, perfectly balanced, soft but still heady finish to its double aging. After storing it in ex-bourbon cask for 10 years and 1 year in barrels of French oak, it is poured over Amina's breasts, which lends it an unique erotic character. Flavors of ripe banana, vanilla, sugarcane, and roasted coconut carry your senses into a Caribbean world.
Wait.
Hold on, I'm not done yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Making you dream of being on holiday. Intensified due to its long-lasting and well-defined aftertaste.
Did you say Amina? So it's
Amina.
One girl.
One woman.
Do
Do you want to see Amina?
Yeah.
I like to.
There's a very small picture of her.
Which one?
The one with the woman and the boobs
I
and the
hear you.
liquor getting poured on them.
She seems very kind of angry. She got a fierce face on right now.
Well, yeah.
How is it collected? Also, like what?
So
a bowl just
imagine,
underneath her? Like a straw?
like you're in a high chair and they have the little table that goes around the child.
It's called the boob and grabbing.
The boob and grabbing.
Invention we
So-
made in
There's no
Germany.
invention.
So they lean onto it with their
Klaus.
boobs on there.
Klaus,
Yes, Heinrich.
I've done it.
What you
I've
thought?
come up with the thing that's going to put us on the map.
Hold on. Sven, come here.
What? I was just making schnitzel.
And Heinrich says he's got the plans.
Oh, what's your plan?
It's called the boob and grabbing.
The boob and grab.
The boob and grabbing.
We get a girl to put her boob in on the grabbing slate, and then we pour the rum,
Yeah.
and it collects all of it. It grabs it, if you will,
Ooh.
and then we bottle it,
And then what?
And then,
and then we sell it
to who?
to whoever likes boob and rum.
I love this idea.
That is great. I want to wrap it on my boobin.
Oh yes, can we make male boob and rum next? Me first.
No, me.
No, me, please.
No, please, pour my
If,
boob.
if there is a market, we will do it.
No.
Of course there'd be a market. Who would be so sexist to only want women boobin?
Yeah, I got supple boobin.
Very simple.
Many schnitzel gone into these boobin.
My hair will provide an excellent filter for the waste product.
You want to chew your rum?
What?
What?
I got so much hair on my boobin.
Oh, you said you want to chew your rum?
Yes.
No.
What do you think I said?
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I thought you were,
No, that guy's gone.
that's exactly how that meeting went.
That's very interesting to me. I do want to know, are they making a male,
Nope.
not, I don't want to know for myself, but I want to know for like,
I don't
someone
know.
else.
I don't like a lot of skin around my food
I just think it would
and
be,
beverages.
yeah, I think it would be weird, and does it really provide that much flavor? Like, do the models not shower for a that period of time, or do they use special soaps? Or is it organic soap also? Like,
I mean, we can just go through the frequently asked questions here.
Well, I have a lot.
Okay, well, these are the most frequently asked
I'm going to
ones.
ask them frequently.
Right off the bat, they go into our official statement to misogyny reproach,
Okay.
and they go into big, nah, guys, it's fine.
Like, nah, guys. So no guys.
No, like,
Nah.
this is sexist. Nah, guys, come on.
for
You
sure.
know.
But I
So-
wonder how much.
Come
How much are
on.
the women getting paid? Also, I know that's not on there because that's probably not frequently asked, but it should be.
It should be. How dare you?
How dare you And silence your phone. So we have, is it true the whole contents of the bottle ran over the breasts of the model? Yes, it's not just a marketing gag. They actually spray them with the hose on the boob and graben, and then it gets recollected and then rebottled. I don't believe they actually make the spirits themselves. I think they get it separately, pour it on boobs, and then they resell it. We did it!
They're not. They're just the middleman.
There's a middle woman.
First we get the rum, then we pour it on the boobs. Then comes the profit.
Where do we get the rum, though? It doesn't matter.
Go to the store. Just whatever. What's on sale?
Whatever's on sale. It's going to be invaluable in a minute.
Could be like a do-it-yourself kind of thing, like where I bring my favorite kind of rum.
Oh, I thought you were going to pour your own rum over your own boob and bring it to them. Hey.
Well, if they don't have a male market yet, I'm really thinking about it.
It's kind of like those nights where everyone gets together and they drink wine and all paint the same painting.
Yeah.
So everyone bring your spirit, and we'll provide the boob and graben, and we're gonna let you have your own special bottle run across your breasts.
We'll have Greta there. She'll sit there.
Yeah, I'll be there. No problem. Another question. I mean, it might be frequently asked or not, but do they let it sit after they do it? Is there a point of time where it's supposed to stay in the bottle after the boob and graben collects all of the runoff, the liquid? Or can I just start drinking it as soon as it runs off them titties?
Good.
Question number 5 on the frequently asked question. Mm-hmm. How do you collect the spirits after pouring it over the model's breasts?
Boob and graben. We already
discussed that. Yeah, but we have a special basin, boob and graben, made out of glass. After the liquid after the liquor is poured over the breasts, it runs directly into the basin.
Boob and graben.
You can see this process in our making of video. Saw it. Great. Afterwards, the spirit gets analyzed in a laboratory, then it's bottled.
Okay.
So what are they analyzing?
Yep, still rum. Like rum.
But this one's been run by boobs.
The making of video, they're doing a video shoot of the photo shoot for the promo on the website. So it's got a bunch of these weird panning shots. And then, the behind-the-scenes shots.
Super German.
And then...
like a horse running in place.
Oh, just wait. A
waterfall going
backwards. When they do the close-up on the boobin, when they're doing the promo, they're for the promo pictures, the vodka model is pouring the vodka on herself, and they do a close zoom-in on her chest, and then it dissolves into a shot of a waterfall.
Oh, I knew it.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah, and then they're doing the rum, and it's oh, here's the sunset.
It's like a Calvin Klein ad.
I was what the fuck kind of... what?
Yeah.
What kind of making of video is this, and how am I watching it for a third time already?
Fresh. Gravity. Boob and graben. By Calvin Klein.
Question number 3. I don't know why I took the third question, but you aren't going to have problems with the public health department, are you?
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Of course not. Obviously, we conform to their requirements and ensure not to break any of the food or consumer protection laws. We pay high attention to a hygienic filling process. Furthermore,
Greta.
Yes.
Is the boobin clean?
I clean. Yes.
Okay, let's go. We've paid attention to the things.
I can't see where I'm going.
Never, you don't have to. Just sit there.
Give me my eyes back.
No. Oh, God.
That's
terrible.
I don't know. I started doing my eyes closed so I can try to picture the character. I'm I'll just be blind. Fuck it.
I'll just be blind.
How can I convey? Yeah. Yes. It's a little old German lady in a closet that they forcibly removed her eyes. Now clean the boob and graben. I don't want you to see. I can't see. I don't want you to see what we're doing.
It's proprietary. Don't look at it. Gonna get out of here, and you're gonna make your own boob and graben, and then where would we be? In a boob and graben war.
They continue on. Furthermore, medical personnel is present to verify everything is in order.
Oh, great. Yeah.
So
those
there
boobs.
You go.
Hey, are those boobs?
Hold on.
Yep.
Hung on. Yep, those are boobs.
Everything seems to be in order.
My work here is done.
Awooga.
They do ship to the U.S.
Thank God.
A few. How much, though? How much are they charging for a bottle?
I'm glad you asked.
I'm very curious now.
You're good.
So, we
In
have
American too, not
To
the
get
Oh.
Steven for his
the
birthday.
not in Deutschmarks.
Nothing Dutch. No.
I mean, Google refers to them as German marks.
I don't want your Nazi gold. I'm
Well-
open for straight answer.
So, first off, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, you can get the full, normal, half-liter bottle, or you can get a nice little sample bottle, like a little airplane bottle of them.
one of each.
Yes, you can get the samples of each.
Boob and grabbing
Um,
sampler
Is there
pack.
yeah. That's
If you buy the sample size, like if you get the sample whiskey and end up buying the full whiskey, they refund you the price that you've already paid for the sample. Because
Wow.
you know what?
That's really nice of them.
Yeah.
I support that. I take back that Nazi comment.
Mm-hmm.
I support these people.
Just wait till you get to these prices.
Oh.
So for the rum,
Brings new meaning to the phrase. Let's just have a wee nip.
that's the male version.
Boob and grabbing.
So the vodka is the cheapest. Comes in to in American dollars, $69.29
For the
for
full size?
the vodka. Yes, the full half-liter size.
I was going to say, how dare they?
The sample is only $4.
Oh, how much is shipping?
We'll get there.
Okay, sorry.
The
I have a
rum,
drinking problem, so
yeah.
Just want to know where I can buy this.
What's the turnaround time? Who do I talk to? Is it Claudia? Claudia in accounting. Here's my credit card.
I want to do like a blind taste testing of these. I want to see if.
Well, I just did a blind lady character, and you guys are just pissed off about
It's
it.
a taste test. Yeah.
You can't just blindly taste the boob and grabbing.
Well, no, I would appreciate all the subtle flavors if there are any.
I mean, I kind of want to get the samples.
Yeah, let's go. I'm down. I'll give you $2 in a $2 bill.
Hold on. Gonna need more than that.
Oh, because the shipping.
'Cause
that's where they
The
get
rum is $75.64. Sample is only $4. The whiskey is $80.93.
Dear God.
Sample is $4.60.
60 cents. Fuck you. Like, why just
Shipping, you can get it to pretty much anywhere in Europe, either express, a few days, normal shipping, whatever. They have different options. For the U.S., they only allow express, and it costs $29.05.
Oh my
man.
god.
So a sample bottle will set you back $35 and change.
will they put all? So if we get the sample, can we bundle them? Is there like a bundle pack? Like
I'd imagine if you well, they don't have them as like a trio sample, but if you order all three, they'll put all three in the same package. I assume.
Okay, they better because I don't want to get charged that shipping price 3 times.
Because I mean that right there, well, about $50 for the sample pack.
All right, I'm down. I'll do it. I'll do it with you. I'll do it with you boys.
Man,
We'll try it.
we're gonna use your credit card.
Let's get one of those Visa cards.
Okay,
Like it.
that's a good idea,
Yeah, you don't want to.
and we'll have it shipped here.
We get shipped to my work. That way I can explain to them.
So what you got there? Samples for stuff. Oh, let's open it up. Nope,
Boob and grabbing.
nope. Just like think bad thoughts and then drink this because that's what happened to make it.
Like I said, I'm super, I can be super germaphobe sometimes. And,
Yeah.
I went to,
Top medical professionals and guidelines have been followed,
They
and they send it to a
won't
laboratory for testing.
I went to one of those sushi parties before, downtown, where,
You eat off people?
you eat off the chick.
No, thanks.
That was weird.
Oh, I just
fish.
I thought like someone dropped a piece on their leg and you're like, I'll take that.
No. This lady had to sit there, and she was covered in sushi.
She sat there or she
Sat there or
laid
laid
there?
Laid there.
I like how we
It's
both
easier,
went there like,
yeah.
yeah, no, I know what you're
Well,
talking
I'm
about.
thinking of like a nigga girl like in a chair, like a lazy boy or something. There's just like a little.
All
No,
right.
she just laid there, dude.
Just
and I-
okay, recline.
I just kept going back for the spicy yellowtail, and I was like, "Hey."
Did
how
you
you
yeah,
doing?
try to make some?
I tried to, and she couldn't talk though. I was like, "Hey, how are you?"
I'm sorry, I don't know where to talk to my Thanksgiving platters.
Right.
Ooh, hey, food. You look
Right.
good.
Be such a weird professional. I want to know how much she got paid too to do that. Like,
Yeah.
is it good money? Is it worth it? Can she sleep during it, or does she have to be awake?
I'd imagine she has to be awake
Like,
because what if she
She
turns? What if she like?
turn over.
Yeah.
No,
She's got night terrors.
I'm covered in fish.
The
No,
rice.
you are. You are covered in fish.
I dreamed I was at the beach, surrounded by all my favorite fish from Finding Nemo. I am, and they're delicious.
But yeah, I thought that was weird. So just like when you go to Twin Peaks, Twin Peaks, they have the half naked girls and stuff, and that's fine and all, but that's a lot of skin around my food, and I don't know if I like that.
We only eat like all foods like that too. It's just sushi and now liquor.
Do you want to hear the vodka description?
In German.
Do
accent.
Actually, I'm pretty sure the president of Iceland is gonna. Oh my God! The president of Iceland's here to talk about his favorite spirit, vodka.
Delicious. What's going on?
Not even a real accent. G-Vodka #1 stands for utmost purity, clarity, consumption test. Created out of the best harvest French wind of prairie, steamed 6 times, dilated with the pure spring water to the desired drinking strength. It was poured over the breasts of Evelyn. This makes it incomparable G-spirit. Export its ice-cold breath and enjoy a stunning beauty of its representative Ellen, drop by drop. Wow, I think the president's a little drunk.
Probably drink too many boobies.
Mm-hmm. You guys ever done a body shot?
Yes.
Yep.
So is it kind of the same thing, right?
Yeah, we've done like
But this
we
is
were,
less.
off of each
This
other?
is less sexy.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is way less.
Like
sexy.
we were partying in Vegas and like some chick did the whole champagne bottle like over her boobs and stuff. That was fun.
I see.
Oh man,
I thought you
I've
were
never
just
been
the
to Vegas.
belly button thing where you pour the shot of tequila.
Done that too.
Okay. I'm not a fan of that. I don't think that's a good idea.
I've never been the shot glass,
Well,
but I've drank a couple.
it hurts when people don't want you to be the shot glass. Let me tell you.
Trust me, no one wants
No
to
one
drink with a
wants that.
shot glass.
I'll be your
But
shot
yeah, you do the lime.
I
on
came
the,
straight
the
from
salt
work,
on the neck
relatively.
and that's not bad. I don't mind doing that.
I don't know. But you're not okay with the germs of this?
I don't know that person. I don't.
They're German.
Would you like to know them? They have the About Me pages.
Oh. I'm a writer. I like to have a little cooking there.
You know, I feel kooky. I'm a Capricorn, so we get like this. We're just like, I'm gonna pour boobs. I'm gonna pour some stuff on my
Pour
boobs.
some stuff on my boobs.
We are now joined by the star of The Young and the Stupid, the female lead,
She didn't have a name.
Beauregard's love interest, Daniela Qua.
Daniela.
It's from New Zealand.
New Zealand. New Zealand.
Hey, just read it.
I was going to say, our G Whiskey #1 is a unique 12-year-old single malt whiskey from Scotland. Oh, lose yourself in a world full of autumn gold matured in former sherry casks, and feel the warmth of Alexa, Playmate of the Year 2012. Whose breasts it's poured over. It's unbelievably versatile. Flavors range from roasted almonds, dried fruit, and toffee, to honey, vanilla, baked apples, and cinnamon. Its finish is a harmonic, well-balanced, spicy, and long-lasting.
Yep.
That a sentence?
Yep.
What am I eating? A pie? What is this? Its
No,
finish is harmonic, well-balanced, spicy, and long-lasting.
I mean, it is translated.
Much like myself.
You know, those Germans, crazy words for everything. That whole sentence was actually just one word.
Right.
Skrubenfarben, did you know?
Oh, no, that's Grubenflarven.
Oh no!
But yeah, there was someone that actually did a review.
And the boob and grabbing. We're
So-
shutting you down.
What are you, the Flubengarben police?
I am. I'm chief of the Flumigard Police.
No.
We are shutting you down. I have a writ of order from President Thoratius. You're out of your element.
So a whiskey reviewing website a couple years ago reviewed this whiskey.
Oh, this isn't a new thing? This has been going on?
This has been out for a few years, but this is the first time I've ever heard about
Yeah,
it.
same.
So this, yeah,
I don't
it's,
get out much, I guess.
apparently no one of us do. It's got the whiskey has an ABV of 57.9.
That's fine.
I mean, for the price you're paying, you'd like
Probably a
it.
little more.
Yeah, but it's only a half liter, so
It's not so Irish.
Oh,
Is it an Irish
it's
whiskey?
only half a liter.
it's from Scotland, so I was close.
Scottish.
Oi,
Yeah, a Scottish whiskey.
half a liter. Just a wee nip.
Yeah, he ended up giving it a B plus
Out of...
I'd imagine an A plus being the best.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was totally about it. He says, it has the color of pale yellow straw, so it's very scotchy there.
Yeah, that's what I look for in a drink.
The nose has a reminiscent of apple wine,
Appendages.
and had a crisp character with woody undertones. The flavor is sweet with apples and pears,
Pie.
seasoned with vanilla and cookie spice.
Cookie spice.
It's a little smoky, a little woody, and a little peppery. The pepper aside, it also has a distinctly alcoholic bite if you take it undiluted.
I have an alcoholic bite.
Because of that, I reached for a few drops of water. How do you just reach for a few drops?
Ooh! It was raining.
Weather report, it's raining. Put your hand outside for a few drops of water.
Thirsty? Well, good news. It's raining today.
He thinks it's generally improved by a little dilution. It becomes a little woodier, and therefore the flavors contrast a bit better, and the body comes out more. The body comes out more. It was poured out of... you guys.
I think that guy just can't handle whiskey.
I don't know.
Can't drink whiskey neat.
Without water, he'd give it a B, but with a few drops, all the way up to a B+. The finish rolled off of cinnamon and ginger flavors, leaving a lingering, long-lasting, warm and spicy afterglow.
Ooh.
There was one comment on the article. It just said, sexy. So thank you, Jim Walters, for reading that entire...
For adding into that.
Ooh, that review sounds sexy.
Sexy.
I wanted to read something else. On their welcome page, it says, "Ladies and gentlemen, you may have already heard about us, but now you can observe and protest. Damn, this crazy stuff is real. G-Spirit stands for excellent taste, gorgeous women, intricate design, and a quality experience.
Those letters don't match up.
No.
By exemplifying these things, we believe that any bon vivant will appreciate and love our great liquors."
Beauregard.
Oh, my bad.
On the Beauregard of Broken Dreams.
on any both regards.
But yeah, they go on to list the models.
Home addresses?
Yep.
That's weird.
And sleeping schedule. Their credentials like
And fears.
Playmate of the Year, which Playboys they were in, which... Yeah, pretty much all their Playboy experience.
What about
But
any
yeah.
job where they had clothes?
Oh.
Or hobbies? Or any personalities?
I don't think you can go from a job like that to be like, alright, cover me in liquor. I have a PhD. Fuck it.
I'd be more interested to drink that.
Titty whiskey.
Because that person must love that drink so much to be like, yep, pour it all over.
It's like, you know what?
I won the Nobel Prize for mathematics, but when I'm not receiving a Nobel Prize for mathematics, I'm getting titty whiskey dropped all over me.
I am burning my skin off by pouring this cheap hooch all over me.
Cheap hooch.
That's gonna be the name of our American version. It's like, yes, they may not have been playmates. They may be just girls that we met out at the store.
Pretty much anyone willing to do this for $50.
It's called cheap hooch.
One is an old woman who doesn't speak English.
And we took her eyes. That's right. We've poached your employee. Now she's cleaning up after our booby grabbing.
Speaking of boobin grabbing.
Okay.
You remember our friends in Alabama always touching the kids?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
What?
the British Psychological Society is now saying teachers who do not touch children when they are happy, upset, or worried could in fact cause harm and hinder pupils' development. In fact, one of them likened it to psychological abuse. If you do not touch a student...
Not like
So-
they're there.
yeah, if you do not give them like a reassuring tap
Well,
on the
first
shoulder...
of all, they really need to specify. Otherwise, there is a lawsuit about to pen.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, schools have gotten so tight with,
Hugs.
like, no, the opposite of that. Like, you can't touch a student at all.
We're not even allowed to have sleepovers anymore.
Right? Where's the line, guys? Where's the line?
We can't.
Trying to help this child.
Like, I know he can't have that much sugar, so we were sharing the sucker. Like, it was in my mouth, but he can still taste it.
Yeah. No, they had an earlier story, like, it was our first season. It was like...
I think it was like episode 4.
Yeah, they had to do a thing about, like, hey, don't fuck the
In
students.
Alabama, they were like, every
Like a
year they were going to
workshop.
have a workshop.
Every year they have a workshop.
Every
Teachers-
teacher has to go through this workshop.
Just in case you
that
forgot.
says, hey, don't fuck
Such a
students.
crazy
Right.
summer.
And
I had such a crazy summer, I forgot all about that rule.
And I, being the optimistic idiot, I'm thinking, no, why does everyone have to sit through it? Like, you already know you shouldn't do that.
No.
The next day, the day after we recorded it, the story came out, where a husband and wife combo were each seeing students separately in Alabama in the same school.
That's like a sitcom waiting to happen.
I know.
We could write that one, guys.
It's like,
2 teachers,
like
2 students,
Touching each other without them knowing.
Two students, learning, loving, and don't forget growing.
this week on Extra Credit,
Thanks, yeah. I was looking for that name. I was like, what?
I was like,
Extra good.
the Extra
Honey.
Credit, the homeschool years.
Honey, oh no. Honey, are you staying after school again?
Yeah, Mom, I'm having trouble with math.
Well, you should ask your teacher about multiplication.
Mr. Reinsdorf, can you tell me about multiplication?
Well, sure thing. Why don't you come over here and sit on my lap? That way I can better teach you maths.
Oh, that makes sense.
Teach you maths. Not just math.
They call it maths in other places.
Not just math.
It makes me laugh.
Multiple math.
I think they do that in New Zealand. I'm pretty sure they call it maths.
Why don't you ask your best friends that you know for a week?
They don't talk to me anymore.
Probably because you're making fun of their accent. They do, but they only instant message me.
They said I could come over anytime, but do you know how expensive it is to get to New Zealand? Very, yeah.
And you just take the
Yeah, I got
highway,
a friend
right?
I got a friend in Melbourne, and she
Where?
wanted me to Melbourne,
That's in
Australia.
Australia, not New Zealand.
I
Different.
know, but it's still like
It's pretty
$1,200 to get there. So you
I'd
go to
imagine the travel is similar
Yeah.
because you're.
Dick.
I mean, you're going a little bit further with New Zealand. Well, depending on where
New
you go.
Zealand. New Zealand. It's hard.
I'm not gonna try.
You don't want to insult anybody?
Nope.
Too late. Do you realize the sitcom you guys were just
That's
singing
true.
the song to?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did we, or who are we
Talking about extra
insulting?
credit? Yeah.
Are we insulting the pedophiles?
Well,
And extra credit is it is past its prime. Don't even worry about it.
the British Psychological Society is actually saying
BPS.
that withholding touch is in itself a form of psychological abuse.
Withholding touch. That was Wilson Phillips' second album.
I can see what they're saying to a point. Because, like, what? Humans need some
You
type
do
of
need some
connection.
kind of.
Well, this comes a couple months after a story where they weren't allowed to clap.
No clapping? Why?
No clapping
Why can't you
because
clap?
Oh, because it's upsetting to other students.
the loud noises.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you should be.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Clap.
Ever? Like, I don't like clapping for when...
So if you guys were having like a pep rally, and something happened, and that you would normally cheer for, you could
wave your hands?
You could actually, if I remember one thing, you could wiggle about in your seat or flail your arms.
That seems more dangerous.
Yeah, but you don't clap because that would be upsetting to some people.
So it would be getting hit in the face.
It's-
flailing an arm.
Motherfucking mosh pit for life, bro.
Sorry.
But don't you fucking clap.
Don't you
Yeah.
fucking
If you clap, I will mosh pit you in the face.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, I just thought that was a nice little side story.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I was like, hey, every story we've covered since we began is don't touch, don't touch, don't touch, and this one's like, if you don't touch, you're a child abuser.
Next time on Extra Credit.
Mr. Reinsdorf, why aren't you touching me anymore? That's abuse.
We're moving to Britain.
Yay!
Extra credit abroad.
Maths. That's what they say.
It was like the sweet life of Zach and Cody when they went on the cruise ship.
Yeah.
Nice. Makes me want to blow up the world.
No, don't do it.
Okay. You've convinced me.
That was easier than I thought. Wow.
Well,
It's pretty easy these days.
yeah.
Hey, you should blow up the world.
No.
No.
Oh.
There's a boobin grabbing out there for everyone.
That's right.
Yeah. Well,
Find your own boobin grabbing.
That's right. I think it was Nietzsche that said that.
yeah.
Or as we like to call him, nice.
So this is not the first time we've talked about a story similar to this, but in Brooklyn Park, Maryland, at the Southside Tattoo Shop, owner David Cutlip and his wife, after a former gang member came into his shop desperate to remove a tattoo that was a gang tattoo, didn't have the money for it. He was just like, this is ruining my life. I need to get rid of this. And they couldn't do it because it was such a prominent tattoo. Like, there was no way to cover it up. It would have had to have gotten laser removal. But he decided that they were going to do something about it. Not with this guy, but just in general of like, there's got to be more people out there like this that have regrettable, either racist or gang tattoos that they want to get rid of. Because you do stupid shit when you're a kid. You get
I have one on my back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in a Gothic script. It says, "Booby grab it forever."
You racist.
I know. I regret every minute.
You show your face with that tattoo.
I regret every minute of it.
So there's like when kids get put into gangs and they have to get tattoos when they're 16.
You gotta have a tat, yeah.
Like they force you to when you join.
Yeah.
Represent, yeah.
And he said sometimes people make bad choices and sometimes people want change. We believe there's enough hate in this world and we want to make a difference. It's like when it comes to getting like a gang tattoo or a racist tattoo, he's like, once you do something like that, you're always going to be a victim. Like there's no way of getting ahead in life. And he's like, if I can help one person, that's my ultimate goal. So he has set forth to do that. Anyone that has a racist or gang-related tattoo can show up to this shop, and if they're physically able to do the work, they will cover it up free of charge, no questions asked. Mm-hmm. So you could have the worst kind of racist tattoos on your arms, and you can come and be like, I need this gone.
I heard about that, actually.
20 minutes?
Yeah.
It's a bunny.
Well, that was the thought I had. What
Heil
if someone
bunny.
comes in with, like, a bunny tattoo that they drunkenly got and try to pass it off as, like, no, I was in this gang. It was a small gang.
Called the White Rabbits.
Yeah, it was really low-key.
We were always
Hoping we
late.
could get rid of it, yeah.
We were always late,
Well,
late for a very important date.
White rabbits.
What was the organization
Nazis.
that
KKK.
that decided that Pepe the Frog was a race, a symbol of hate?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, what was?
See, if you guys were listening,
Pepe the Frog.
you would have heard what I said.
Pepe the Frog.
So the sad-looking frog that was on Facebook a lot during the election cycle.
Uh-huh.
They decided that it was a racist thing, and they labeled it hate speech. But when you go into the hate speech database that they have pretty much every number is racist.
Numbers?
Yeah, numbers. Just like, number 14, racist.
Huh.
The number 8, racist. 88, double racist. Because 8 is like the letter H. The letter H is the 8th number of the alphabet, so the number 8 is H. So when you put 88, it's HH for Heil Hitler.
Yeah.
So like, yep, the number 8 is racist.
Wow, people, big stretch there.
The Anti-Defamation League.
Anti-Defamation League. So if you got that rabbit and you're like, I really hate this, you can get a prison-style tattoo, just put 88 on it. Mm-hmm. And be like,
I hear ya.
Racist bunny, need this covered up. I want you to put a big heart on there that says mom.
God, I used to watch those Locked Up on MSNBC. It was the worst thing ever. Like, it's what there's never a time that you look at yourself and you go, I would not do well in prison.
Oh, yeah.
I used to come back from, like, when we used to be at North Beach and whatever, and come back from North Beach. And the only thing that's, like, on in the middle of the night is MSNBC Locked Up. I just sit there and watch that and just be like, oh, my God. And these people with
you're drunk and eating tacos, you're like,
the worst, the worst. I remember then I was teaching, like, I was teaching, so like on a Friday night, I was teaching kids on like Saturday morning how to act, and I walk in and go, you guys, seriously, you do not want to end up in prison.
So did you touch them or not?
No.
Oh.
No, there was no touching.
Well, he didn't get caught.
No, there was no touching.
But I don't know if you noticed, he took off his hat at one point. So that's the symbol. The Anti-Defamation League says, taking off your hat during a podcast means you touch children.
No. No, but I was just like, you guys, I didn't remember the one who was talking about getting tattoos. I'm like, it's a slippery slope. Because next thing you know, your entire face is covered.
Well, speaking of racist terms, because I brought this up to you earlier, the term moon cricket apparently is like a racial slur. And I never knew that until my friend said that his grandpa still uses it in a very not appropriate way.
Well, great.
But I think it sounds like a really cool word. Like, I just a good combination of words. I think it'd make
you're
bluegrass band.
You're edging real close into Randall from Clerks.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You're fighting. We're bringing it back.
Well, yeah, I mean...
I'm taking it back.
Yeah, we're taking it back.
Rally, right?
Moon Cricket
No,
for life on the back of his
cannot.
shirt.
I don't know. Moon Cricket sounds nice. I think it could be a band. I'm going to start a band called the Moon Crickets.
Okay, well, you're going to get a lot of people showing up with racist bunnies on their
Yes.
bodies. Who are like, yeah, we're here for Moon Cricket.
Selling tickets, all right.
Well, we got a built-in following. I think we're already on the newsletter. But yeah, so he's decided he blocked off. So Tuesdays are the days that he does these cover-ups. He's already helped 7 people. He only started this in January, and then he and his wife have decided that with all the publicity they got out of it, they started a crowdfunding event or a crowdfunding thing called Random Acts of Tattoo Project, where because they're in a way that they can remove tattoos for free, like. You can do it on Tuesdays, and they'll be fine. The idea with this money is that they can give it to tattoo shops around the country that the artists maybe can't work for free, so they can get a little bit of money to do these cover-ups.
Yeah,
so it's still free to the customer,
Right.
or, but the tattoo artist isn't losing out on money. They're not, they'll still be able to make their rent and everything like that. But the money's also going to those who are training in laser tattoo removal. So I'd assume people that have, you go to the barber college to get a haircut by a student. It's cheaper, not a professional yet.
Nope.
But that's the trade-off you get.
I don't know if I trust someone with lasers, though. They're just...
Okay, well, if you have a moon cricket tattoo on your face,
You're going to want those.
you're gonna be like, listen, you know more about that laser than I do. It's on my cheek, so...
Do you think people would get it, though, if it was just a moon and a cricket? Like, if it wasn't the word moon cricket?
They may think it's like you can do like it's an homage to Jiminy Cricket, yeah.
Right? So,
Yeah.
Jiminy Moon Cricket?
Oh, jeez.
Yikes.
Does that not work?
No.
All right. My bad.
I swear to God, he
Lord.
is Randall.
I know.
It really doesn't make
How do you
sense.
feel about Lord of the Rings?
I love Lord of the Rings.
Oh, well,
We got-
never mind. How do you feel about Star Wars?
I'm hit or miss.
Oh my God, he's reverse Randall.
Reverse. Bizarro random.
He's Landar.
Do you guys have tattoos?
No.
Yes,
How many?
2.
Where at?
My back and my arm.
Can I see them?
No,
All
because
right.
I'm wearing clothes.
Okay.
Do you?
No.
Yeah.
Don't. I've been thinking about it.
Me too.
Yeah.
I mean,
I have not.
There's a few things that I love that much.
Right.
Like immortalize. Like, there's maybe 2 or 3 things, and the other problem is I don't know where to put them. Like, I started to narrow down what I would want, but like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, I've seen that one before.
So the
Yeah,
best part
so
about that,
Bear Paw.
because I was there the day he got that, he came to the bar. The best thing about that is it's like a sunburn. Mm-hmm. More people will touch you
Yeah.
than have ever touched you. Like,
both of my tattoos, I ended up going out that night. And both nights, I ran into people I hadn't seen in like a year. So they're like, oh, hey! And they like put their and like slap you on the back. Or I'm like, the day after, like the day I got my back tattoo, there everyone's slapping me on the back. Hey, good to see you. I'm like, I hate you right now, currently. It's good to see you, but I swear to God, you better leave.
it's like there's a goddamn magnetic like force. It's like, hey, hit me here.
But yeah, and the one on the shoulder, it's like, yeah, go out to the bar, and then everyone just wants to like punch, punch the shoulder, like, hey, good to see you, and like, oh, it's like got kicked in my shoulder nuts.
Yeah.
It's like that kind of a pain.
I want to get the number 42 from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Because that's when he's going to kill himself, when he's 42.
Yeah.
Those are racist numbers, though, I heard.
They're not.
4 plus 2.
4 times 2 is
Thank
8,
you.
and
That's
2
where I was
8s
going.
is a racist bunny.
That's maths.
Do you want to be a
That's
blind old woman
maths.
that cleans the Flugengraben? The Bubengraben, sorry.
Blind old woman.
Oh,
Poor
I went-
blind woman. Why is she blind? I still don't get it. Why did they take her eyes? She's not even blind. She was blind dead. Makes it even worse.
They took her eyes.
Even worse. We don't want you to see this proprietary stuff. Just watch the booby grabbing.
It's like, well, I kind of looked when I got in here, and it just kind of looked like you have a high chair for boobies.
How dare you?
No,
Take her
we're
eyes.
taking your tongue.
Poor lady. Well, that's going to do it for this week. Where can they find us online?
You can find us individually on Twitter at Patrick Newsom42.
That's me.
At Hungry as a Bear. That's me. You can follow the entire DVM production empire at the DVMPE. You can find this podcast by going to Facebook and searching for Stupids Talking Stupid.
And you can find all the other stuff that we do on dvmpe.com. We're going to be at S2E22 this year. It's official. We got a panel.
Doing a panel.
So if you've ever wanted to be like, I want to do this. I want to do something like this. Come check us out at a panel. We got a cool a Sunday morning time slot. 10:45.
Some say the prime spot.
Really?
No.
Okay. Didn't think so.
No one says that.
But that's where we're going to be. So if you guys want to come check us out and meet us in person, we'll be there.
Steven,
Sunday.
since you don't have a Twitter, is there anything you'd like to plug for yourself?
Oh, well, my name's Steven. Steven Sledzinski.
And how many G's is that?
No G's. There's a Z in there. SLEDZINSKI.
Okay. But no G's? Okay, so guys, there's no G's.
No G. I am working on a new website, sledsteven.com. You can check out some of my artwork on there when it's done. Don't go to it yet. It's just some logos on there right now. But
Isn't that your work though, is making logos?
then I'm on other stuff.
Perfect.
Probably should have done this when you got here, but what do you do for a living?
Oh, dude, I do like design work and stuff for a print shop.
What else?
Teach improv, direct stuff, perform improv.
Okay.
You should think I'd be better at making up stuff,
Right?
Right?
He is the other half of the world-renowned improv group, Empty Pocket.
Oh, I love those guys, the killers.
Killing it.
I hear they're the worst.
No, they had
One of those things.
a great show the other night in front of 12 people at a building that was unmarked.
But we got there.
We got there and we killed it.
Oh my God! How do you get tickets?
Right?
We
show
don't.
up.
We don't know.
You don't know. We did not know that the building was even there.
Believe the bottom story was a preschool at one time.
Yep.
There were remainders of preschool-like things all around.
Like children's skeletons.
Yes.
You know, you remember preschool.
Skeletons
Well, you said
lying around everywhere.
leftovers of a preschool, so I'm like, okay, the kids that didn't get out of the fire.
Well, it was night, so they were, fire. Let's go with fire.
Second floor was a bunch of studios and stuff. So we did the FOO Show-O, which is my team's monthly show that's going on at Theater Momentum.
I don't remember asking if you had anything to plug.
I don't give a shit.
New Zealand.
I just want to plug New Zealand.
Yeah, right.
Like
Shout out
to
to
thank-
my New Zealand friends.
I want to thank
Coming
Steven for
you.
coming. I'd also like to thank President Theracious. Is he still here? Can we get him back on?
No, he definitely left.
Oh yeah, no, I saw him leave.
Did you see him leave?
Yeah.
He didn't record a message or anything that he wanted played?
Unfortunately, no.
No.
Improv.
Well, that's going to do it for this week. We'll be back next week with Steven's Talking Stupid. I'm Patrick.
And I'm Bear.
And we'll talk to you later.